Hi guys, welcome back. Today in this video of our SmartBear's BearQ video series, we are going to talk about how we can author a test case live without letting the AI agent of this BearQ to do the test case creation for us. If you remember in our last two videos of our SmartBear video series, we talked about how we can work with this SmartBear platform that you are seeing over here and how you can generate a test case with the power of the AI, and you just give like what is the flow that you wanted to test and what is the description that you wanted to cover on that particular flow. If you just go and pass those details, then the agentic agents which are sitting over here, like the QA lead agent or the tester agent and the exploratory agents, are going to do things for us. If you remember, we already discussed about all those details in our earlier videos of this particular series. But in this video, we are going to see how we can actually use the power of authoring a test case live to manually create a test case by defining each and every step yourself. And this is specifically required for a situation where you want to have a precise control of what test that you wanted to have. I'm telling you guys that most of these flows are already covered by the AI agents for me automatically on the platform that we are testing. And the other good thing is you can also steer the AI agents from a different tab, which I'm going to talk about while we get there with the chat with the QA lead. That's going to be the other video that we're going to be talking about, like how you can ask the QA lead to direct or ask it to do things that you are looking for on a specific test case. You can also tell that and a QA lead is going to do it for you. But if you are very much comfortable on steering a specific part like step by step, then you can also let that happen using the author a test case live feature. I'll tell you how you can actually use that in this particular video. So first go and click this author a test case live option over here, and you will see that the moment I'm going to do it, automatically the platform is going to say that starting a live authoring session, and you can see that it is initializing the browser for us over here. And all I'm going to do in this particular place is that I'm going to send a message which is going to be an objective to the AI agents that we have. So even though we are going to be sending the objective to the AI agents over here, behind the scene there are MCP servers which are going to do all these operations for me, and it is quite aware of the context that we're really talking about. So I'm going to say log in and navigate to employee page. And you can see that the moment I'm going to hit the send over here, essentially what it's doing over here, that it is going to take you to the login page automatically. You see that now I've just given like login and navigate to the employee page, and I have not told anything else beyond that. But you can see that it is starting to do things for me automatically. It's going to the login page and entering the username and password because it knows what is the application that we are dealing with, and also knows the authentication of the application that we have in the platform. And then it's directly going to the employee page, and you can see that the test step has got passed over here. So this is what it has done for us over here the moment I'm gonna say this particular command. And because this entire platform is context aware right now, it knows which part of the application we are talking about. So it knows everything, like how a human knows if they are working with the application that they're testing. So this is what it has happened over here. And I'm going to say, create an employee with special characters and fill the rest of the details and search for the employee that you have created and see if it exists in the grid. I'm going to hit send over here. See, ideally, all of these operations have already taken care in my other test cases, but I'm just trying to reiterate that this is just like an live test authoring for you, which is going to give more granular control on a specific task that you are dealing with. I mean, you may have those kind of situations as well. So yes, that's the time when you actually use this kind of operation. But again, the platform is going to take most of the operation for you. So you can see that currently it has started creating an employee for me with the special characters, but it has tried entering an email which was already there in this particular platform. That's the reason why it has failed. But the system knows that, okay, there is problem that with the duplicate emails is not allowed. So it's automatically entering another email and see that it's also searching for the employee with the special characters. Look at that. I've just given one command there and all of these operations have already taken care. So this shows like how we can use the power of the live test case authoring to perform all of these operations just with a command, and now you have more control over what is really happening. And you can also see what are the clicks are happening over here and all those things, which is essentially the MCP call that I was talking about happening behind the scene on the application for you over here. And now if you are happy with this entire operation that has taken care, then you can just say log out and hit send over here, which means it is gonna log out the application. And once the test execution that you have seen is good and you are happy with the entire approach, then you can hit this finish button over here, because here the moment the state is running, which means the test is currently running, it's currently ready to accept all the objectives that you're going to pass into the agent. But I'm just going to say finish, and you can see that there are two options comes in. One is the create a test case or end the session. So you can use this entire operation that you have did over here as a test case, or you can just say end session, which means the entire test is not going to be recorded. So I'm going to say create a test case over here because I'm just trying to see how these things are really working. And you can see that automatically the platform knows what this test is all about and says that this test validates that the employee can be successfully created with a special character in their detail and confirms the employee appears in the search result grid after creation. Look at that. And this is the entire steps that we have given. So navigate to the employee, to the login page, and then creates an employee and perform a logout. So all the steps have been written as well. You can also go to the source code and see what's really happening behind the scene. See that all the playwright source code is also coming in for you over here. And then you can just hit this run test over there, which means this test is going to be executed. And because this is already marked as a regression test case, now this test case is going to be executing for you every single time while your test is going to be executed in the regression run on a scheduled basis. See that it has never executed so far because we just created. That's the reason why the status is not passing or the last run is never. But the moment this test is going to be picked up for the regression run on a scheduled basis every single time, you will see that that particular test status will be passing as well. So this is how we can actually author a test case live with the power of artificial intelligence and the SmartBear's agentic QA platform. So hope you like the way how you can create test cases and you can get the precise control and also add some custom validation if you need with the power of the SmartBear's BearQ. And I'm sure that this is the feature that most of the time we were all looking for. If we are going to give all of the control to the agentic QA systems, then we may be left out of having less control over the test. But this feature is exactly to address how we can extend the test cases the way that we want it. So that's it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts about how you see this authoring a test case live feature in the BearQ platform. And let me know your thoughts about the feature in the comments below. It will be directly going to the SmartBear team as a feedback. And once again, if you wanted to try out the SmartBear's BearQ system, just use the link below in this particular video, which is going to help you sign up for the trial version of the BearQ platform, and you can start playing around like how I'm doing it at the moment. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you in the next one.